Amit Shah chairs the 17th plenary meeting of Northeastern Council in Guwahati. Shah directs CMs of Northeastern states to ensure financial discipline and urges states to make full use of NESAC. Nagaland Education Department focuses on 5 key pillars of interventions to make government schools interesting. State's Principal Director of School Education asserts that the department is focusing to help in bridging the gap of results between private and government schools in Nagaland. Parts of Manipur to witness a scheduled power shutdown from October 11 to 28 in view of dismantling and shifting all existing electrical lines to the newly constructed 11 kilovolt trunk line in the Manipur town area. Second Chakasang Open Wrestling Championship is all set to be held on November 4th at Futsoro, which will be organized under the aegis of Nagaland Wrestling Association. Championship to be presided by Peace Marathon on November 3. Iran's state-run broadcaster hacked on air. Hackers disrupt Iranian supreme leader on TV with anti-regime message stating, "Join us and rise up. Our youth's blood is dripping off your paws." Hello viewers, welcome to English Prime Time. We will now look into the news in detail. Union Minister for Home and Cooperation, Minister Amit Shah, on Sunday chaired the 17th plenary meeting of the Northeastern Council in Guwahati, Assam, in presence of G.K. Reddy, Union Minister for Development of Northeastern Region, governors and chief ministers of all the 8 northeastern states. Meanwhile, addressing the 70th session of the Northeastern Council, the Home Minister said that insurgency, lack of connectivity and failure of previous governments to focus on Northeast hampered the region's development for decades. While he asserted that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government tried to understand the core problems and evolved ways to permanently solve the issues to take the region to the path of development. Shah further stated that during the last 8 years of the Modi government, many efforts have been made to bring peace to the region, enhance connectivity and give priority to development. Furthermore, Shah asked the chief ministers to ensure financial discipline of their states, which he said was essential to make the country's economy the second largest in the world. Meanwhile, he also urged the states to make full use of the Northeast Space Application Center for flood control, irrigation, tourism, afforestation and agriculture. Principal Director of School Education Nagaland, Thavasilin K, on Saturday informed that the department focused on 5 key pillars of interventions to make government schools interesting. The department is focusing to help in bridging the gap of results between private and government schools in Nagaland. It is to be mentioned that the first pillar was foundational numeracy and literacy, and second pillar was related to various aspects of infrastructural requirement of the school. Moreover, the third focus area was combination of response, curriculum, pedagogy and assessment. The fourth pillar focused on children with special needs, while the final pillar was about vocationalizing of education. The Department of Power has informed that in the Manipur town area, power outage to take place from October 11 till October 28 from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. due to shifting and dismantling of all existing electrical lines to the newly constructed 11 kV trunk line. Notably, Executive Engineer of Dimapur Electrical Division requested the consumers to bear with the inconvenience. The second Chakasang Open Wrestling Championship 2022 is scheduled to take place on November 4 at Futsoro, which will be organized under the aegis of Nagaland Wrestling Association. It is to be mentioned that wrestlers from Karnataka, Jharkhand, Manipur and New Delhi will take part in the championship along with prominent local players. Registration forms are shared through WhatsApp and interested participants can fill up the format online or download and submit the form to any Chakasang Wrestling Association officials. Furthermore, the championship will be preceded by a peace marathon on November 3rd. Also, the winner will walk away with a cash prize of rupees 2 lakh. The Rongmai Baptist Men Fellowship of Rongmai Baptist Church Association of Nagaland organized the 7th Gospel Sports Meet under the theme Witnessing Christ from October 6 to October 8 at Elohim Rongmai Baptist Church in New Jaluki of Piran District. It is to be mentioned that overall 12 teams from different churches and fellowships of RBCAN took part in the game held in the discipline of football and volleyball. It is to be mentioned that General Secretary of Nagaland Ziliang People Organization, Kinguidi Joseph, was the guest of honor, along with Youth Secretary of ZBA, Kebo Riamai, was the guest speaker of the program, and Entrepreneur and Media Director, Father's House Church of Dimapur, Kuchi R. Ziliang, was the special guest at the closing ceremony. Notably, a total of 300 participants from different churches and fellowships of Rongmai Baptist Church Association Nagaland attended the 3-day-long sports meet.
Birai, there was no joy. Happy or joy la to alag aso. Ek rati mudu khabole, ek rati dance krubole. Itu to khushi aso. But joy comes only from the Lord. Isor praye morom, itu praye mon bitore osol khushi. Joy, itu to isor praye koina moi with time. Isor ke jana pichile. Itu Bible verse to hodai. Osore moila mon osore rakhi kina itu laga pra perfect noi ite bi dunia te thakatak to challenges bisi ase rasta ke hurdles opor niche bisi pai hole bi isor ke number 1 mogan rakhi se bole to I think there's nothing to fear. Even if we fall, he will lift us up. Itu laga strength ekta thakabra apni anke encourage ko mon to don't look for carnal gains of this world. Dikha sukuba dikha saman. Itu paisa iman 5 lakh mola account de ai jaise kole to mola life hoise. Itu maiki ke moi pai jaise kole to hoise. Itu go moi kini loise kole hoise. Itu government service paise kole hoise. Kitia bhi nohobo. Iso ke age lagane kole to. Keep God first and all these things shall be added unto you. Kuan isna itu apni ke men fellowship. It is sob bishe baktu shadi hoy kena. Moila age group kami bisi thakibo itu pura moi ajela monde itu line de khoda ko koigina ai saptini koi dia se ekta duita inika to kon isna itu world te thaka tak mon kun bi perfect to nobo ja rasta te ulta pulta left and right kiba kibi dikibo hole bi if you keep God first in your life I think you will reach your destination. Shibra Birai.
World Hospice and Palliative Care Day was observed by Longland District on Saturday at Pom Baptist Christian Association headquarters in Longland Convention Hall. Chief Medical Officer of Longland Office informed that this was first of its kind program observed in the district through the initiative of CMO Dr. Obang Jungla in partnership with Palliative India and PBCA. During the event, Dr. Obang Jungla emphasized the need of providing palliative care and comfort to family members who are terminally ill and said that the district would shortly begin providing home-based palliative care. While supporting the concept of palliative care, PBCA Executive Secretary Ann Tialamba Pom said that Ministry of the Church was quite irrelevant to the palliative care approach, and this home care ministry should be taken with compassion and commitment by the attendees and also the church ministers. Drugs worth rupees 35.98 lakh were destroyed in Kohima on Saturday. Police informed that drugs burned at the premises of the Kohima SP office were 374 kg of ganja, 15 kg of raw opium and 350 gram of heroin. It is to be mentioned that Union Home Minister Amit Shah witnessed the destruction virtually from Guwahati. Notably, police officers, representatives of churches and different colonies were present at the SP office during the destruction. It may also be mentioned that around 40,000 kg of drugs were seized by the Narcotics Control Bureau and agencies of the northeastern states were destroyed on Saturday in the virtual presence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Rising People's Party released an 11-point education manifesto on Saturday to undertake complete reform of what it termed as the state's education department once the party comes to power in the state. RPP pledged to reduce manipulations during the interview stage, pointing out the existing interview score for the NCS test would be reduced from 55 to 25 along with other exams, while highlighting the need for reforms at the Nagaland Public Service Commission. Furthermore, RPP assured to enact a law where all vacant posts in the departments would be compulsorily re-questioned to NPSC NSSB, which has not been done in the present system. The party also stated that for both civil and technical exams, MCQ answer keys will be declared within 15 days after the exam, and after the written stage, difficult interview stage will be conducted. It is to be mentioned that the interviewers will be a group of university professors who have been appointed and whose positions will be filled on a rotating basis for a specific amount of time. The party pledged to fine any phantom and proxy teachers and will take appropriate action. Further, RPP said that the teacher service rules would be suitably amended and litigations would be a thing of the past, and also assured to fix a ceiling on admission and monthly fees for all private schools and colleges in the state. In an unfortunate incident, a rhino was hit by a speeding truck at Assam's Haldibari Animal Corridor in Kaziranga on Saturday. Notably, a video of the incident was shared by Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Twitter that showed the rhinoceros colliding with the truck. The CM captioned the video saying that rhinos are our special friends and will not allow any infringement on their space, and further informed that the rhino survived while the truck was intercepted and was heavily fined. As per reports, the truck was en route to Guwahati from Jorhat when the incident occurred in Haldibari Animal Corridor. The Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to contest from all the 40 assembly seats in Mizoram in the next assembly elections slated to be held in the year 2023. Notably, the BJP State Unit Chief Vanlal Mok mentioned that BJP will contest from all 40 assembly seats in Mizoram next year. Notably, Mizoram has a total of 40 assembly constituencies spread across 11 districts, of which 39 are reserved for scheduled tribes and 1 for the general category. Another accused has been arrested by Arunachal Pradesh police in the Arunachal Pradesh Public Service Commission's Assistant Engineer Examination Paper Leak case. The Superintendent of Police, a Special Investigation Cell, Anand Mittal, on Saturday confirmed that the total number of arrest count has increased to 10. Notably, the Capital Police was investigating the APPSC paper leak case initially, but the case was transferred to Special Investigation Cell following massive protests and pressure from students and various coaching institutions in Arunachal Pradesh. The paper leak case was brought into light by a candidate of the APPSC examination, Yamar Padung, who filed a police complaint in the Itanagar police station over suspicion of examination paper leak on August 29. Ace sprinter Hima Das has been felicitated by Assam Rifles at Dauloggupu Stadium, Haflong, in Assam on Sunday. The felicitation was done by Haflong Battalion of Headquarters 21 Sector Assam Rifles under the aegis of Headquarter Inspector General Assam Rifles. Hima Das was in Dima Hasao for the promotion of sports. Cabinet Minister Nandita Gorloso, District Commissioner, sports authorities of the district and 28 schools of Dima Hasao were present during the event. Notably, national record holder Hima Das is an Arjuna awardee and serves as Deputy Superintendent of Police in Assam Police. Assam Rifles via a statement said that Ms. Hima Das has taken the baton ahead for her generation from the greatest sportspersons of northeastern states, and she has an image which every generation after her will try to emulate. As part of a regional meeting on drug trafficking and national security held in Guwahati on Saturday, around 1,729 kg of contraband drugs were disposed of by Manipur Narcotics Police at Shija Common Biomedical Waste Treatment Facility in Lamdeng under Impal in Manipur. Inspector General of Police Manipur Temting Namsaiva said that the disposal of drugs was a part of the regional meeting held at Guwahati in the virtual presence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah, cooperative ministers and chief ministers of the northeastern states. IGP further added that the disposed drugs included 18 kg of amphetamine tablets, 6 kg of heroin, 1 kg of cannabis, 500 gram of spasmoproxivon, and 129 gram of N10 tablet. The Election Commission froze the symbol on Saturday, preventing both the rival camps in the party from using it in the upcoming assembly by-polls scheduled for November 3. This came about a dispute over Shiv Sena's bow and arrow symbol claim. It is to be mentioned that, along with the new symbols, both groups will now have to choose new names as well. The iconic bow and arrow symbol is being used by the Sena since 1989, and since the symbol cannot be used by either of the camps, the polling body has given time to both Uddhav Thackeray and Eknath Shinde to submit their options to the EC. Both factions will be conducting a meeting at 7 p.m. on Sunday. Notably, the Uddhav Thackeray faction of Shiv Sena has given a list of 3 names and symbols. Shiv Sena Balasaheb Thackeray is the first choice, and Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray is the second pick. And with Trishul as its first choice for symbol and rising sun as the second option. Even as October marks the retreat of the monsoon season, several parts of the country have seen heavy showers with incessant rains, bringing parts of many cities of India to a standstill on Sunday. Notably, the Indian Meteorological Department has predicted more showers for the Delhi NCR region on Sunday, while moderate to heavy rains are likely to continue in Mumbai, Pune and other parts of Maharashtra, as yellow alert for thunderstorms and heavy rain have been issued. Furthermore, an orange alert has been issued in other parts of the country, including Uttarakhand and UP. It may also be mentioned that heavy rain early on Sunday triggered multiple landslides in Sikkim, snapping road connectivity between Gangtok and West Bengal. According to a senior official, huge boulders have jammed National Highway 10 at 2 places between Singtam and Rangpo in East Sikkim. The IMD further predicted heavy to very heavy rainfall in many parts of Tamil Nadu till October 11. Meanwhile, there is moderate to high flash flood threat likely over some watersheds and neighborhoods of Pethuraga, Bageshwar, Champawat, Nainital, Almora, Chamoli and Pauri Garhwal districts of eastern parts of Uttarakhand in the next 6 hours. Meanwhile, the pilgrimage to the Hamkund Sahib in Uttarakhand's Chamoli has stopped just a day before the closing of its doors due to heavy snowfall. In the war against illegal smuggling in border areas, 317 mobile phones worth rupees 38 lakhs were seized by the border security forces in West Bengal's Malda district near India-Bangladesh international border on Saturday. The seized mobile phones were floating down the Pagla River towards Bangladesh in plastic containers. The 70th Battalion troops on the South Bengal frontier deputed at border outpost Sukhvipur seized the massive consignment of mobile phones. The seized mobile phones have been handed over to the English Bazaar police station for further investigation. BSF commanding officer of the 70 Battalion said that BSF is strictly monitoring the India-Bangladesh border to prevent smuggling and people connected to such illegal smuggling are getting apprehended. Three people got injured after a major blast took place at a gas-based thermal power plant on Sunday afternoon. Notably, several fire engines have been pressed into service for the firefighting and rescue operations. The 3 injured include 1 engineer and 2 workers. As the injured people have sustained severe burn injuries, they have been rushed to National Burns Hospital at Airoli. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and Dravida Munnetra Kazhagami President M.K. Stalin was elected to the top party post for a second consecutive term at its General Council meeting in Chennai on Sunday. Notably, the DMK declared Stalin as elected unopposed to the top party posts. Meanwhile, party veterans Durai Murugan and T.R. Ballu were unanimously elected as General Secretary and Treasurer respectively. It is to be mentioned that all the three leaders have been elected to their post for the second time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared Modera village in the Mehsana district of Gujarat as India's first solar-powered village on Sunday. It is to be noted that over 1,000 solar panels have been installed on the village houses to provide solar electricity at zero cost. The Gujarat government informed that it has ensured the sustainable implementation of various welfare projects in Gujarat, keeping in mind Prime Minister's vision for increasing the use of renewable energy in India. Notably, Modera's Sun Temple got 3D projection facility on October 9, and as part of the project, heritage lighting has also been installed on the temple premises. Rahul Gandhi on Sunday resumed the Bharat Jodo Yatra from Tiptur in Tumkur district, which marked the 32nd day of the Yatra. Notably, the entire day will be spent in the Tumkur district, which contributes more than one-third of total coconut production in Karnataka. Meanwhile, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, along with 40 Pradesh Congress committee delegates who are part of the Yatra, will cast their vote for the party presidential election, which is scheduled to be held on October 17. The 3,570-kilometer-long Bharat Jodo Yatra began from Kanyakumari on September 8 and was covering around 25 kilometers of distance every day. Moreover, the Congress party convoy moving ahead under the leadership of Rahul Gandhi has aimed to cover as many as 12 states in 5 months. In a move to win the 144 Lok Sabha seats lost in 2019 January elections, the Bharatiya Janata Party is planning to conduct 40 rallies across those 144 Lok Sabha seats under the Lok Sabha Pravas Yojana Phase 2. According to BJP officials, the party has planned that out of the 144 weak or lost Lok Sabha seats across the country, PM Modi will hold 40 big rallies at 40 places. Notably, these 40 public meetings of the Prime Minister will be organized in all 40 clusters. Meanwhile, in the remaining 104 states, BJP President JB Nadda, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and other Union Cabinet Ministers will travel and hold public meetings for the party. According to sources, the strategy of the party is that during their stay, the cluster in the charge will have to hold regular meetings with the influential local figures as well as listen to the grievances of the local dissatisfied leaders of the BJP and give a solution. Amid ongoing anti-government protests in Iran, a state-run news channel was hacked during a bulletin on Saturday. A masked man suddenly appeared on air, followed by a photo of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei in flames with a target sign on his face. The hack interrupted footage of Ali meeting state officials and was claimed by a hacktivist group who call themselves Tedalat-e-Ali. It is to be mentioned that they added slogans like "Join us and rise up," followed by another, "Our youth's blood is dripping off your pose." Notably, Iran has intensified its crackdown over anti-government protests for the death of Mahsa Amini, which resulted in the death of 3 persons on Saturday. Amini was detained in Tehran by morality police for not covering her hair properly. A Palestinian opened fire on an Israeli military checkpoint in East Jerusalem on Saturday, which killed a female Israeli soldier and wounded 3 other people. The shooting occurred at a checkpoint near the Shofat refugee camp in East Jerusalem. It is to be mentioned that the assailant got out of a car and opened fire, wounding the female soldier and a security guard before running into the camp. Notably, the attack came after Israeli military raid that took place in the West Bank. Police remarked that 2 members of the paramilitary border police unit were lightly wounded by shrapnel. Police informed that the search for the attacker was still going on, with special forces and a helicopter involved in the search. Police also added that they arrested 1 person on suspicion of involvement in the attack on Sunday. Dear viewers, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV, and this is Lomika Chumi signing off.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ